Hey guys, what's up? It's May 23rd. I am recording this on May 23rd. The video won't air probably for a couple weeks on the YouTube channel, unfortunately. But today I am going to watch the Picard trailer that dropped today. I am a fan of Star Trek. Not hardcore, but I do enjoy the shows and the movies. And obviously I'm a huge fan of Patrick Stewart. And hence why I've been playing My Memory of Us. I love him narrating stuff. So I'm quite excited about this. So we're going to watch this trailer right now. I have not seen it myself, so I'm going to watch this right now. I was trying to get it to show in the bottom corner as well, and I was having no success with the test videos I had in its place, and so I've given up on that. So I've just got it on another screen here next to me. I'm going to watch it, and yeah, you'll be able to hear it, but you won't be able to watch it. If you want to watch it, check it out. Anyways, here we go. The vineyard.
You commanded the greatest rescue armada in history.
Rescue.
Then, the unimaginable. What did that cost you? Your faith.
Everything.
Your faith in us. Your faith in yourself. Tell us, why did you leave Star,
Nice.
Admiral?
Wow, it really is just a teaser. The end is only the beginning. Huh. So, quick breakdown. You've heard the audio, I'm sure, but you see the vineyard, which was established that the Picards had a vineyard. His brother ran a vineyard, and in the final episode of Next Generation, when Picard is being transported through the different time periods by Q. In the future, he's obviously running the vineyard. Also in Star Trek Generations, we know that his brother and nephew are killed in a fire. And so no doubt this is that. He is now running the vineyard of the Picard vineyard himself. And it implies that 15 years ago, so this is supposed to be in the exact time. It's hard to believe, but Next Generation's been off the air for a long time. So, let's see here. When did Star Trek actually end? It's called doing research before you do a video. Yeah, right. Because they said a rescue mission 15 years ago. So 15 years ago in our time, obviously, was 2004. Long after Next Generation, even long after the last movie, which would have been Nemesis, right? Nemesis was in 2002, so supposedly 2 years after the events of Nemesis would be when this rescue mission supposedly took place. Perhaps the last mission of the Enterprise, E, with him in command. But they say, why did you leave Starfleet, Admiral? Which implies maybe he got promoted to Admiral after Nemesis? Interesting. But yeah, it just shows the vineyard, and then you see somebody bring up a crate of bottles of wine, and you can see that it says the Picard's on it, like it's their wine. And then, yeah, it says, "Why did you leave Starfleet, Admiral?" And then it pans out, and you see Picard's face, and it looks like he's being questioned or something. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of the background of that one episode where he's captured by the Cardassians, and the guy's trying to get him to say that there's 5 lights when there's only 4 to break them. But yeah, it's interesting. So, because they've said that this is accurate to the timeline of when stuff happened. So, Nemesis went off the air. Nemesis was in 2002. Sorry. And yeah, so Nemesis was in 2002, and Next Generation ran until 1994. So 1994, 2002. So yeah, so anyways, 1994 is when Next Generation went off the air, and they're saying that this series in Star Trek time takes place the same amount of years since then. So 1994 was what? It's 2019 now, plus 6. So that's what, 25 years ago? So 25 years ago Next Generation ended. So this series takes place 25 years after that. So he is actually 25 years older. His character's 25 years older as well. Nemesis happened in 2002. They're saying something happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago would have been 2004. So it's approximately 2 years after the events of Nemesis in the Star Trek timeline that he leads some sort of rescue mission that breaks him or something, or it's hard to say. I'm very interested to see what this is. I'm curious to know how this is going to go. It's a very different idea for a Star Trek series. I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Let me know what you think if you've watched the trailer. I'll try to actually post a link to the trailer in the comment section if I remember. Hopefully I remember. And yeah, let me know what you think it means. I'd be curious to get some other opinions on what you believe is going on in this series, or what happened, what transpired, what made all this happen. The only thing I can think of, and this would be interesting, is I have read the first novel of Star Trek Titan, which, if you recall, Titan is the name of the ship that they mention at the end of Nemesis that Riker has been promoted to captain and is going to be the captain of. And the novel follows Captain Riker and his new crew. And the first novel is them basically helping to establish the Romulan Empire, or like stabilize the Romulans after the events of Nemesis. And what's interesting about that is that what's his name? The one thing is that well, the first thing is obviously is Tuvok is in the novel is actually, apparently, we find out in the novel, supposedly during the events of Nemesis, he was a captured spy on Romulus. So who knew that? But anyways, the other thing that's interesting is If you recall, the storyline behind the rebooted, if you will, or the J.J. Abrams universe Star Trek movies was that in the future, Romulus is destroyed, and Spock was trying to save it, but he failed, and what's his name? I cannot remember the bad guy's name now in that movie. Anyways, whatever. Point is, he blames Spock. So what if the rescue mission, maybe that does take place 2 years after Nemesis? What if the rescue mission was them trying to save Romulans? That's my best guess at this point. Either that or it's a whole new made-up tragedy, of course, that they're doing unique for this show. I don't know. It's always interesting to see if they try to work some old canon stuff into it or not. But anyways, like I said, let me know in the comments what you think the series is going to be about, what you think is going on in Picard's head, what you think this incident was that happened 15 years ago, and so forth. Yeah, any thoughts and comments you have. And like and subscribe and all that wonderful good stuff, as always. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks.